Message Monday, and the next question is identify the most painful aspect of the entire process, both physically and emotionally. And this could be a 10-minute long video if I answered it entirely, but I'll keep it short and sweet. So physically, the hardest part obviously was the treatment, the nausea, the fatigue, going from someone who went to school full-time, worked in a restaurant, working doubles, and would go out after, to someone who was struggling to get out of bed and walk across the room was a huge lifestyle change for me. And then emotionally, this is where it gets extensive. I had a lot of pain. Just questioning my strength to get through treatment and mentally attacking myself for doing something wrong. When you see 6 months of treatment in front of you, it seems like a lifetime. And the days seem to go by very slowly. But the #1 struggle that I had throughout this entire process was shaving of my head. And though it was very empowering, it still was a struggle. Going from someone who had really long hair to someone who was then bald was really difficult for me. Every time I would look in the mirror, I wouldn't see myself. I would see a cancer patient. And that was about the time where I had to really accept it. And I was pretty much on display for everyone every time I would go out. And that hurt my feelings. But the second thing was also JC. I was so scared that JC was no longer going to find me attractive, because he had expressed several times to me how much he loved my long hair. And I was so scared that he was going to not think that I was pretty anymore. And obviously, that was not the truth. So, relief. And then the third one was also just the thought of knowing that my father went through this and ultimately lost his life to it. And then a few years later, here I'm going through it. And am I going to have the same result that he did? That went through my head. And then lastly, the biggest struggle also was putting my friends and family through an emotional roller coaster. I absolutely hate when people worry about me. So it was a constant struggle of making sure that everything that I put up on Facebook or Instagram was over the top positive, so that way people knew that I was okay. We have to understand that cancer takes a huge toll on people, both physically and emotionally. And if it weren't for the support, the acceptance, and the positivity, I would have never made it through. So if you all know anyone that is going through this process, just started or just finished, the best thing you can give them is your support. I hope that answers your question. If you have any other questions, please just comment on this video and visit my website for more information. Thank you.